Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. After many requests, we have Kelsey back. I guess you're coming a bit of a celebrity over on my channel.
Wow, I guess I'm like a hot commodity now.
People miss you when you're away. Today we're going to be smelling and rating Parfums de Marly fragrances. We're going to be trying to find the best, absolute best Parfums de Marly fragrance. So very popular house, of course. What do you have to say, Kelsey?
Yeah, no, Parfums de Marly is like a hot brand. It's always going to be a hot brand. So we want to give you guys our take. And they're all going to be masculine scents today, right? So
let's go ahead and dive in. I don't even know. I have so much stuff over here. I was influenced recently by a certain someone to get a bottle of this. This one is Layton. The first fragrance that we're going to be smelling is Layton. This is probably one of the most popular. Like when you think of Parfums de Marly, instantly you think of Layton. And it's kind of one that I wrote off until I blind smelled it with Kelsey.
Yeah.
In our last video, and I was like, this smells so sexy.
Like, yeah, it's just attention grabbing. Like everybody gravitates towards it. And there's a reason, because it's damn good.
Yeah, even in the air. I don't understand people that are saying that this has been reformulated or whatever and it's not that strong. This is definitely like a recent batch, and it's just sitting in the air here. There's a cloud of Layton.
Yeah, this is powerful.
Yeah, this is so good. It
just grabs you.
It really does, because I think that it's the most perfect like introductory like Parfums de Marly because it's just so likable. Yeah. But there is definitely this kind of like exotic, sexy twist to it that is just different than anything else you're gonna find in the designer world. Oh my gosh, it's really bright and just
it just makes you happy. Like you want to be around the person that's wearing this scent. Fresh, it's a little bit fruity, it's woody, musky. Like this is honestly, like out of all of them, I feel the best signature scent.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
You could wear this in any occasion, any weather. It just fits perfectly. Oh my gosh. Only good things to say about this.
Yeah, it's just so likable. I don't know.
And I can't say that like, oh, everybody smells like Layton, you're gonna smell like everybody else, because it just, to me, it does have like a little unique factor to it than like designer men's fragrances. Like if you like Bleu de Chanel, maybe you would like this, but it's still going to be a lot different and more unique. Yeah.
You can't label it, you know, like you would label something like Dior Sauvage Elixir when you say that everyone is going to smell like Layton, because nobody, like only people in the fragrance community really know about Parfums de Marly, right? Like it's not going to be as like used as some very popular designer scent. So even though this would be like the most popular, like first step into niche, there's still not going to be that many people wearing it. And what a funny like 360 that we've done, or like a 180 that we've done, whatever the saying is. Correct me in the comments below, please, because believe it or not, our first video together, which feels like a lifetime ago, was sitting in my living room smelling and comparing Layton and Layton Exclusif and like picking which one we liked better. It's just so funny how our noses have like evolved, because we liked it back then, but we were kind of snobby about it.
We were like unsure.
It's so basic.
It's not that good. I don't know why everybody's hyping it up.
Get Layton Exclusif because it's so exotic, you know. How the times have changed.
You just go back to things that are good, you know.
Yeah, and that's Layton. I really like it because it's the type of scent that literally no one is going to dislike.
Right,
but it's still different and unique. Like it's still a standout fragrance. It's not typical. 10 out of 10.
11 out of 10. Can we do that?
Anything goes over here. All right, so that's Layton. So naturally, of course, we have to do Layton Exclusif next.
Oh boy, I have not smelled this in a long time, so I'm curious to see how I feel about it.
Me either. Also, correct me in the comments below.
The bottle is a lot darker. It's almost like a black. Did they change it?
It's the same one that we smelled 2 years ago.
Wow. I don't think I've smelled it since then. I don't know.
Just like I hadn't smelled Layton since our first video, and then I smelled it and I was like, I need this.
Whew, this is immediately totally
different. Niche, very different.
This is
darker. kind of like leather, like a fresh, leathery, almondy type of thing that Parfum de Marly kind of does in a lot of their like exclusive, you know, like Pegasus Exclusif.
It's just deeper, richer. There's more depth to this. It
a
still
hint
has
of that original
but...
kind of DNA, but definitely like a far step away. And not going to be as wearable. I mean, it's still very good. It has this very like bad boy, like dark energy about it, but it's definitely going to be something more for like the nighttime, I think. Yeah,
and this would thrive in the colder weather. I mean, definitely still could wear it summer nights when you're going out, but this is definitely heavier than Layton.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. How many times can we say definitely? We need a definitely counter.
That's one of my favorite words.
Me too. Oh
God.
What is going on today?
Are we sharing a brain cell?
Singular. For the scent, I'd give it, it's still really good. Like, I really like it, but it's not going to be as like versatile. So for that reason, we're gonna go with a solid 7.5, maybe 8.
Yeah, I was thinking an 8 because I do really like it, but yeah, there's just a little tone to it where it's like, it could be a little too much for some people. And a little polarizing, I think. Yeah. There's something a little kind of ashy almost feeling about it. Yeah, I was feeling like this light smokiness, but it's still very smooth. So 8 out of 10. So next we have my baby, my heart, my soul, my holy grail fragrance. Wow, I didn't know you felt that strongly. Do you watch my videos? Obviously not. Haltane. I know you love this one. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. And I feel like people are finally starting to come around to like my viewpoint. Myself. Especially now that, you know, Initio is like racking up the prices of Oud for Greatness. It's nuts. You know how much Oud for Greatness is now? How much? $430 for 90 ml. I mean, you can get this on a discounter, of course, but I think even the retail for this is a 4.2, right? Yeah. It's what, like $380? Yeah, maybe $380, $370. Something like that. And that's a large bottle. Huge bottle. Yeah, didn't it used to be like $345? Oh, wow. Inflation, baby. This is... You know, I've really come around to this one because when I first tried it, I felt it was too mature. Mature? I know. Interesting. But now I'm just really enjoying it. It's sexy. It's sweet. Yeah. Sweet and sexy. Sexy sweet, as they say in Fragcom. Like, it's a stunner. It's beautiful. One of, the best like introductory oud fragrances you could possibly get. Seriously. Yeah. It is stunning. It has that similarity with Oud for Greatness, but Oud for Greatness for me is just too green. It's too dry and kind of smoky. This is like the perfect balance, and you get a beautiful like praline note that gives it a lot of sweetness. It is just so freaking sexy. It is so hot on a man. And it's one thing on the strip, but like to smell Haltane on a man. Oh. Child. Literally. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a baby. Yeah, child. It's a baby maker. This one for me is like, it's a 15 like out of 10. Tall, dark, and handsome. So, yes, exactly. And rich. Yeah, rich, wearing a nice watch. Oh, God. Ooh. An AP. An AP, yeah. I was just thinking that. Of course you were. I see the similarity to Oud for Greatness, but to me it's more well blended. I feel that Oud for Greatness is a little bit harsh. Yeah, it's in your face. This is way more smooth. All the notes are just blended perfectly. Like not one thing sticks out more than the other. It's sexy. It's so sexy. It's the definition of sexy. Like you want a very alluring, like date night scent that is going to make the woman just drool, because it's not. It's strong, but it's not like going to be in your face like crazy. So it's kind of like the perfect like date night. You're sitting across from each other, next to each other, like at a table, just getting like wafts of this is like. Yeah, it's like a little bubble. Crazy. It's like an aphrodisiac. It's like walk into the room before you, but. It's gorgeous. 15 out of 10, I call it. I'm gonna give it a perfect 10. Is that your next Parfum de Marly purchase? It almost was, but I chose Layton over it. Okay, so this next one is, in my opinion, just the ultimate hidden gem from Parfum de Marly. Seriously, this is so incredibly good.
and so sexy on a man, but no one really talks about it. Nobody really knows about it. It's really just one of those scents that it's like, if you know, you know. Because I see some people in my comment section saying, no one talks about Akaster, and it's so good.
Yeah, I don't hear anybody talking about that.
I just randomly smelled this at like a department store, and I was like, what? Where has this been all of my life? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have maybe smelled it once in like a Neiman Marcus, but
there's just something about rose on a man that is so
it's rose.
Beautiful. It's a really gorgeous rose oud fragrance. It just smells like the most elegant, like classy boss to me.
There's something a little bit like animalic though, right? It's not for the faint of heart.
No, this is definitely for a very bold man.
Yeah, very rosy. I'm mainly getting rose and oud, like I can't pick up anything else.
It's not a skanky oud, but it's also not like a crisp, like clean, like not like the oud you're gonna find in Haltane. It's definitely like a step above, like going into that niche level, but I think it brings an attraction to this scent for me. It kind of has like a really nice jammy rose. It's very like oriental.
Very, yeah. It's thick.
Thick, exactly.
Yeah, this feels like a true oud.
Yeah.
It's not overly sweet or like too processed to make it more likable. This is a true dark oud.
But I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
I don't know, it's not personally like my style, I feel.
It's not gonna be for everyone.
Yeah. It's very dark.
It is very dark. Like I said, a very bold, daring man. But for me personally, there's just something about rose oud fragrances. It's just so
it's mysterious.
Mesmerizing, you know? Like it's just, you just want to keep smelling it over and over.
I can definitely appreciate it though.
Oh yeah, we need to do a little ASMR. Your honest rating.
I think that I'm going to give it a 6.
6? Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it, we'll give it a 7.5 because I do think it's not going to be for everyone. But if you are a rose oud lover, that's one that you need to try, definitely. I already know that you like this one.
Oh.
This is another just total heartthrob. We have Herod, the tobacco cherry vanilla, cherry-esque vanilla.
Isn't that funny? There's no cherry in there, but it smells like it.
Right? That's kind of how like tobacco, like kind of almondy notes can come off sometimes.
True, almond can smell
But there
like
could
cherry.
also be cherry in there and they're just not telling us, you know? Like I promise you Italica by Casamarati has cherry in it. I promise you.
I never would have thought of that.
This is just Christmas in a bottle for me.
Yeah, it truly is very festive.
It's just a fragrance that I rarely wear this. It's unisex. You guys are like, whoa, this is a masculine video. I like to wear a lot of masculine leaning fragrances, but I only want to wear this when I want to feel cozy. You know?
Yeah, me too. I think I wore it a couple of days ago, actually. I love wearing it myself, and it's quite masculine, but I like tobacco, and it has that like sweetness to it, so I'm able to pull it off, and it's very sexy on a woman.
It's just that sweetness, you know? It gives it that strong vanilla, because it's kind of like equal parts tobacco and vanilla. It's not tobacco dominant or vanilla dominant. It's kind of like a 50-50 thing where both genders can wear it easily. To me, just like, this is what I want to wear when it's Christmas time, or when I want to think of Christmas. But any other time or place, probably not, especially not here in Miami.
Yeah, it's a hard one to pull off here for sure.
Yeah.
I don't pull for it very often. It's like, kind of sits in the back for me, and then I see it every once in a while, and I'm like, oh, Herod, I'm craving you.
But if you do live somewhere cold, it's a great option. It's not going to be the longest lasting. I think that's like the biggest complaint about this scent is the performance. It is a little bit softer, not as like beast mode. And people kind of complain that for the price that you're paying, it should be a little bit stronger. But for me, it's just all about the nostalgia. So for that reason, I'm gonna hit it down to like a 6.
Oh.
It's kind of painful. Like, I mean, of course, you never pay retail for Parfum de Marly. Never pay retail for Parfum de Marly. Get it on the discounters. But if you are paying retail, it is a little painful to spend that kind of money. And then the fragrance lasts like 3 or 4 hours, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely more of like a skin scent. So that's why it's so cozy and comforting, because only you can smell it. I'm still gonna give her An 8.5. Yes, it's a her.
We're gonna talk about Althair, and I would say that this one is perfectly wearable year round. You could definitely pull this one off in the summer. I get asked that a lot from people, like, oh, it's just for the fall and winter. Like, no, this will work good in the summer because there is a freshness. Once again, more summer nice, I think. People always, I don't know, sometimes they get a little caught up in like the seasoning, the seasons of fragrances, because it's like, in the summer, we spend most of the time indoors. I mean, I understand it's kind of like if you live somewhere where there is actual seasons, you want to kind of wear a scent that is festive towards that season. But like for us in Miami, there's only one season, well, two, hot and then like hotter and rainy, hot and rainy and then hot. So it's kind of like all of them are summer fragrances and they all work. But
yeah, you just have to be willing to like pull it off, and as long as it doesn't bother you if it's not too heavy, but you could get away with it whenever.
Yeah, just stay inside in the AC.
But this does have like a fresh Christmas to it.
I don't really remember what the note is, but I know this has like cardamom, orange blossom, that vanilla, cinnamon. This also has a prelude note that you'll find in Haltane.
Yeah, it has that creaminess that Haltane has. And then I think it has bergamot, which makes it like a little bit fresh, crisper. So it's not too gourmand, too sweet.
It's not thick and like heavy. It's very airy.
Yeah,
it still has a little bit of like a density to it. Like it's not a light fragrance, but it's not like a thick, what you think of when you think of vanilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, once again, unisex. I actually really like to wear this, and I put a big dent in this already. I don't know if you can see it.
I've been like having this intense craving for it, and I don't have access to it. And I'm like dying to buy a bottle. I don't know, like all of a sudden
should have got it at the Joma Shop sale.
Yeah, I should have. I need to take advantage of that. I really like this one, and I know a lot of people were hating on it, but it's like with Layton, like it's just good.
It's the same thing with every Parfum de Marly fragrance though. Every single time that there's a release of something, it gets a ton of hate. So much hate saying it's basic, it's overpriced, it's this or it's that. But then 6 months later, everyone loves it. Everyone is obsessed with it. And the same exact thing happened with Perseus. It came out, it's basic, it smells like Terre de Hermes, blah, blah, blah. And now everyone is saying, it's the summer staple, you must have it, it's beautiful. Exactly. Same thing with this. This is gorgeous. If you like vanilla, it's beautiful on a man. And this one is much stronger than Herod too. This has a really nice sillage. Like I've smelled this on a man around me a few times, well, many times, but recently a few times. And the sillage is like you just be following behind
like with our eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like
it's romantic.
Really sexy on a man. Like yes, I would wear it, but it doesn't smell necessarily like feminine. It does have a slight masculine twinge to it.
The cardamom.
Yeah. It's a
there's
little
some
green.
woodiness. Yeah.
Oh man. I love it. The hype is real.
It's real. Don't sleep on this.
Believe us.
Especially for fall time. Like this could work in the summer, but I think that this is going to really shine in the fall. I don't know why this takes me like directly home to Illinois. The leaves are falling, everything's orange.
Yeah.
It's like fall baking, like cookies or something. Like it's just really nostalgic for me. I love it.
Don't you miss that sometimes?
Sometimes. And then I go and I realize why I left.
I'm gonna give it another 10. It's another perfect 10. I'm not sorry.
I'm gonna go with a 9 because just giving out 10s would be unrealistic. Okay, let's move on to some of the fresher scents. We have 4 more. Let's do our sample. So I have Galloway, sample of Galloway. And I used to have a sample of Percival, but it ran away. Galloway. This is one that I also see a lot of people commenting about.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with this one. I maybe smelled it once or twice. Is this in the white bottle?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, straight away, super clean.
Yeah, very, very clean, citrusy, kind of spicy. Like there's something, now there's something creamy coming out with it. Like it's definitely out of all of the ones that we've smelled the most like natural, classic smelling. I feel like Parfum de Marly always does these like twists, these kind of like exotic twists like Middle Eastern-esque type of like twist on their fragrances. This doesn't have that. This is more just classic, clean, but very luxurious.
Yeah, to me, I'm picturing like blue jeans, white t-shirt. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, if you like clean, musky, citrusy, like fresh scents for every day, this is perfect.
Yeah, I personally, I don't mind soapy fragrances, but I really love when like fresh and clean scents smell like linen, like laundry, versus a bar of soap.
Right.
And that's what this is giving me.
Yeah,
it's really refreshing.
Wow, I can't believe I never really like smelled this like that.
I feel like there are actually like a lot of fragrances from Parfum de Marly that are kind of under the radar. You know, they have the hype kings, the hype beasts, and then they have a lot of really good ones that just kind of get missed out on.
Yeah.
And this is one of them, I think. There's another one too. Haltane, I think it's called.
Yes.
I like that one.
Oh my gosh, Haltane is good. It's kind of like a mixture of Harrod and Ojan. Very masculine.
Solid 8. All day. This would be a great signature scent.
Yeah, if you don't like anything too heavy, you just want to smell fresh, clean.
Perfect for the office, anywhere, running errands, the gym.
Yes.
Nighttime. Gym. You're just gonna smell clean and good. Damn good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 8.5. I actually really like it. I'm not super big on like fresh citrusy, but yeah, there's something likable in here. And it's just reminding me of like a classic like 90s, 2000s fragrance for some reason.
All right, next we're gonna talk about Perseus. Tomato. And like I was saying, this got a lot of hate when it first came out. And now I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people saying, you know what? It's actually really good.
It's like zingy.
Yeah, it's
super
very
zesty.
Just like snaps you to attention.
Yeah.
And it's just happy. It's a good mood fragrance. There's nothing better than fragrances that when you smell them, you can feel your mood like getting better.
Lifting,
like
yeah.
Exactly. This definitely does that. It smells like summer. Very like fun, playful, very clean and fresh, citrusy. Oh, it's really beautiful.
It has that like classic DNA though. Like I almost feel that this would be like the men's version of Valaya because it has that like musky citrus note.
Definitely.
It's a little bit sharp. There's something in here that has a very similarity to Valaya, but like more masculine.
Another one of those scents that just everyone is going to love. Everyone's going to love. It performs pretty well too. It's not going to be like 24-hour plus like beast mode fragrance, but it's not like a soft performer either. You're definitely going to get good longevity and everything with this. It's just so fun. It's like a very classic citrusy, fresh, musky scent, but there's just something in here that's like a little bit better. I don't know. It just makes it stand out compared to other basic, you know, whatever fragrances this is compared to.
It's just that Parfum de Marly DNA.
Yeah.
Like, they just know how to like throw that little extra bit in. Wow.
Love it.
The perfect summer fragrance.
Yeah, it's a 9.
I was gonna say 9 too, yeah.
All right, next we have Greenlee.
I do remember liking this one a lot. Nobody really talks about it.
No, they don't. And then I kind of realized that it's another hidden gem, I think, that I revisited this and I was like, oh, I really like this.
Oh,
it's
this
apple.
Is really good. Yeah, it's like juicy green apple. Oh, I like this a lot. Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Super green, fresh, like
watery in a way.
The skin of a green apple and you like bite into it and the juices drip out. Wow, this is good.
It's kind of like slightly floral. It's kind of like petitgrain, slight kind of like green spice, but very, very subtle.
I might like this better than Perseus.
Oh.
Oh my God, I can't remember the last time I tried it. Wow, this is really good, you guys.
It's giving like old money. It smells very effortless, bougie, very put together. Just like a very laid back European summer day.
Oh wow, this is good. You really need to try this if you like the freshies.
Once again, kind of fell under the radar from Parfum de Marly.
I don't hear anybody talking about this. Oh God, I think I'm gonna give this a 9.5.
Yeah, it's really good. I keep smelling this and I keep getting like surprised again and again by it. It's really good. This definitely deserves more attention. I'm gonna do a 9.5 too. Really good. Wow. Could be unisex too, I think.
Yeah, I'm almost like wanting to spray it on right now.
She's like, before we started the video, she's like, I'm not wearing a perfume today. I said,
what
yet.
should I wear?
Greenly.
Wow.
All right, so now we're gonna wrap it up with probably the most popular summer scent from Parfum de Marly, the one that everyone loses their mind over, Sedley, my little baby dent.
I love the color of the bottle. It's like this gray, blue, clear glass.
We are suckers for packaging.
Yes. Curious to see how it differs from Greenly.
Well,
wow, it's quite different.
Definitely blue. It's very minty.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought was mint. Like a spearmint, peppermint.
But very unique. Like there's something here that is, it's really hard to describe, honestly. Like the texture of this scent.
Yeah.
It's not really, it smells watery, but it doesn't feel watery.
Yeah, it doesn't feel, it smells watery, but it doesn't feel like
it almost has like
aquatic.
A gel-like texture to it.
Yeah, wow. Like the smell of hair gel.
Minty, minty.
This is super masculine. I could not wear this.
And I always describe this one too as like, it's a trust fund baby. Hasn't worked a day in his life.
Yeah, this
yachting
is like
around the south of France.
Guy.
Yeah. 6'5", blue eyes, finance.
Yeah, this is exactly what I picture. A guy in Brickell in the financial district. But he does go yachting on the weekends.
I love it. I like it because to me it has like a cocky attitude about it, you know?
Yeah, super confident.
Very confident and like just sexy. I love Sedley. But Greenly is a good contender.
Yeah, I think I like Greenly more than Sedley. I don't know why, but this is going a little bit more like typical guy scent.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's still definitely like different and unique, but Greenly like really stands out for me. Yeah. I'm gonna give it an 8 because it's still a very good like standout blue freshie.
I'm gonna go with 8.5. There's just something about the attitude that I feel from this fragrance that I really, really like. But that's all we got, guys. I know that we probably skipped over some popular ones, but so which one do you think was your favorite?
That's a really hard question. I would say, let's give like my top 3.
Okay.
Definitely Greenly. I was really impressed by Haltane. It kind of like changed my thoughts about it because I did really enjoy it, but now I'm like, wow, stand out, like top fragrance. I'm gonna have to give it to Althair. I just have to, like, it's an addictive scent. It's intoxicating.
It really is. It really is.
And you just can't get away from it.
It's like the guy that you just can't stop going back to.
Exactly.
No matter how many times he breaks your heart.
You tell yourself, don't go back. He's there.
And here we are, knocking on his door. My top 3, well, one, we have to give it to Haltane, because that's my holy grail. But it's tough. I don't know. I'm going through a Layton phase. I'm gonna have to go with Layton and Sedley. I don't know. There's just something about Sedley in the summer that I just I love. But I did really like Greenly, and Perseus is beautiful as well. It's very hard to pick a favorite because they have so many different styles. You know.
Exactly. Even out of the freshies, like they stand out so much from each other.
It's like you need all of them. That's the moral of the story.
For each occasion,
yes,
mood,
exactly. Every day of the
season.
week. Oh, my face is starting to hurt from laughing. Well, that was just our overview and rating of Parfum de Marly fragrances. It's a fantastic house that you can almost never go wrong with. You know, it's very popular for a reason. I know that people like to hate on them, but there is a reason that it's the house that everyone gravitates towards.
Yeah, there's a reason everybody's talking about it.
There's a fragrance for everyone. Definitely worth testing out, and luckily with them, they're very accessible at places like Saks and even Marcus. Like a lot of department stores carry it, so you can go out and try it, decide which one you like the best, and then you can buy it online. But Kelsey, thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a good laugh, good time when you're here.
I love to entertain you guys.
Make sure to go follow Kelsey over on Instagram. And thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below. What is your favorite Parfum de Marly fragrance? We would love to know what you think. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
My face hurts.